Yes, okay. So, hello everyone, and welcome to the closing ceremony of the IOV Youth World Congress here in Myslenice. I'm really happy to see you guys here, and I welcome you to the next congresses that we're gonna have next year. But at the moment, I'm just gonna shortly tell you about what is IOV Youth and a little bit of our history and what happened in the last 2 years. So, a few numbers here, a few years. So IOV Youth was created back in 2007 to support the UNESCO mandate to increase youth participation through the NGO network. The first IOV Youth Congress was held in the US in 2008. Then we moved to China. In Sweden, we had our third Congress. In Brazil was the fourth, and here you are at the fifth IOV World Youth Congress in 2007. So here's the photo of me at my first IOV Youth Congress back in 2012 in Sweden. And here I'm trying to teach my group of my fellow friends at my traditional dance from my region in Russia. And I must say that many people that I met at this Congress back in 2012 became my friends for life, so to say. We're still in touch and we still exchange and share and meet in different places of the world. So I would ask you to treasure these moments and treasure these opportunities so that you're brought from all over the world to this beautiful place here in Poland to meet each other and discuss your cultural differences and cultural similarities that we all have. So what happened in the last Congress, in the fourth Congress of IOV Youth in Brazil? It was 2 years ago in Nova Petrópolis in southern Brazil. It was organized by the IOV Brazil and the city of Nova Petrópolis in cooperation with the IOV World. And the topic was the role of the youth in safeguarding and transmitting the intangible cultural heritage of immigrant and ethnic communities in diaspora. So, and it was together with the 43rd International Folklore Festival of Nova Petrópolis. So it was again set in more or less similar setting. We had the festival and the Congress together. At the elections we had there were 3 people nominated and successfully became the chair. So we had the chair from Brazil, Tiago. Minara was the vice president of academics and practitioners, and I became the vice chair of communications. Just 3 of us. Unfortunately, Tiago and Minara could not come this time, but we were this small team who were supporting the development of IOV Youth over the last 2 years. So since we were 3 people, we decided, okay, we're gonna have the smaller plan, and we were mostly focused on the 3 activities, where we had the IOV Youth Communication as our main strategy, our main goal, so to say, where we wanted to create our own website for the IOV Youth, a Facebook page, a Twitter account, and the IOV Youth magazine and the youth network through the universities. A few things on the website. Since I was responsible for communications, I was mostly busy with the website and Facebook page and the publications as well. So why we wanted, as you probably know, there is an IOV World website, but we wanted to have something for the youth. Here we decided that it's important to communicate to the youth in its own language, and not often the official IOV World website would be able to really use the lingo of youth and, you know, talk to inform them about the youth events. So we decided to use our website for this purpose. So we have the youth website where we inform the youth about different events. We try to get in contact with the audience and receive feedback and also build reputation, also using the social media. Here's the website address. I mean, it's still developing, it's being set. I must say we still lack content, but we are at our very early stage, and every contribution is welcome. So if you guys want to publish anything or get known through our website, please contact us through the website in the feedback form, and you can absolutely publish whatever you want, whatever you're passionate about. Then a few words about the IOV Youth magazine. Actually, it became the IOV magazine in the end because we had a lot of contribution also from our senior members. It was our pilot project. We had, in the end, in total number of 12 contributions, and it was split into 4 parts, where we had the IOV reports, something from academics, something from practitioners, and some information about the festivals. Here's the link to the issue page, where you can see the magazine itself, and here are a few pictures from the magazine. So as you can see, it's done quite professionally. I'm really proud of this, and this was done by our beautiful designer from Brunei, Harry, and he dedicated solely his full-time working hours to develop this beautiful design of the magazine. Here a few, so I was the editor, and there's a note to the audience, and here's the page of the content and the editorial team. So we had Carmen Padilla, who is the honorary president of IOV, to contribute and to advise us on the members who would then give their contributions to the magazine. Luba was the editor, and Harry was the designer. And here you can see a few photos of the members of the contributors to the magazine. As for my vision, so because this is my term that is ending and I was the IOV Youth Communications, I want to share with you a few things on the vision, how I would love IOV to develop in the future. And as you know, we still lack visibility. We're still a relatively new, well, about 10 years, not that new, but still a young growing organization. And we lack visibility. We really need to be out there to spread our message, to have people know about our organization. So we need to constantly update the website and the Facebook and Twitter and streamline all the information there, use our social media, and go active on Instagram and YouTube. Also, we would love to develop further the magazine and have more contributions from people, from masters, and more information on workshops and academic exchange. Also, we need to create the network of universities, and this is something I think the academics will do for the next 2 years. And of course, there's always a need of resources. We want more people, more good people passionate about IOV youth, passionate about intangible cultural heritage, willing to work with us and to develop the organization future. And of course, more materials, more content, and more funds. This is always important. So what am I going to say now? So since this is the end of the term, we're going to have our elections. At the moment, as you can see, we decided to have more positions. So we have 6 positions in total that we would love to fill. And there are 3 people who are willing to take up the positions, or who would run and pitch in our second session for the nominations and elections themselves. So we have a few candidates. There's Luba, that you met already, who's willing to become the chair. For the vice chair communications, Harry, the one who designed the magazine, is very interesting in the position. Then for the academics and practitioners, we have Joanna, who was kindly decided to join the board. And still we're missing 3 positions. So we have the publications who are still open, practitioners, and special projects. So if you guys, any of you who's been with us over the last 4 days, willing to take up a position and contribute your time and your passion to the development of IOV youth, please just think about it and make your decision before 4 p.m. today. Now I just want to thank you for your attention and say that I've been with IOV since 2011, when I first met the former president of IOV Youth, Madam Carmen Padilla, back in my hometown, where I was volunteering and I was interpreting for her during the IOV World Congress there. And it was a big honor to meet her and to become part of IOV. And I also want to thank George Franson, is the former Secretary General of IOV World, who was a big advisor and a big part of my life also, because he became a mentor, so to say. Then, of course, our current president, Ali Khalifa, and unfortunately, our current Secretary General, Marcel Ulbrandt, he passed away recently, and it's a big loss for our organization. So currently, we're looking for someone to replace him. But I think it's quite impossible to replace Marcel because he dedicated a lot of his energy and time to the IOV. Also, I want to thank Piotr for organizing this great event. He did a really good job. And also Luba, who contributed also her time and passion to think of the program and to make you guys all happy and engage with the program. You can contact me at this email address if you have any questions or you want to talk about whatever you passionate about, the IOV youth, the intangible cultural heritage. And I'm currently based in Berlin, Germany. So if you guys there, just let me know. We can meet, we can drink beer or tea or whatever you want. So, and we can talk and exchange. And I'm really happy that you all came from all these far places, that we have people from Syria, we have people from Vietnam, that there are people from Poland also, and all the Hungary and all the and Austria and where else? Where else? Tell me, guys. Where? Bahrain. You have where else? Senegal and Guatemala. All these far places. So I'm really happy to see you all here, and I hope that we will grow, that we will become bigger, and everyone would know about our organization. Thank you very much for your time, and I guess we're closing now. So we're gonna have. So yes, but this is the kind of closing of the election nominations, and we're going to have elections at 4 p.m. And now we are moving to the squares. Thank you very much.